Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, yeah, wanna girl, I acknowledge you. So I am not vlogging today, but I just thought to take this time in celebration of reaching 2,000 subscribers. Well, at least like at the time of me filming this video, we are at 2,700 subscribers. I don't know what number of subscribers we'll be at when you guys see this video, but if we are at 3,000, thank you for 3,000. But right now we're celebrating 2,000 subscribers, and I thought let's celebrate with an assumptions tag and a Q&A. So I went and asked some of you guys to give me some of your assumptions and some like Q&As that you have probably a couple of weeks ago. So I'm gonna go through those. I'm gonna start with like the assumptions, and then I'll do the Q&A. So it's gonna be like a combined video. It might be a little bit long because it's like two things combined in one, but I just thought let me do that so that I don't do too many like sit downs, and just so I can like focus on vlogging, because that's what I like to do on this channel. But let me start off with the assumptions tag because I'm so weak. I actually need my spectacles because I can't see. I'm also not going to be like mentioning people's names because I don't know like if people would be comfortable with that. So I'm not going to be mentioning like who said what assumption or asked what question. Okay, so the first assumption says you've chosen celibacy in your current relationship until umchato vibes. Congrats. Thank you, doll. Yes, I have. That is correct. I think I've spoken about this in my stories before. So this assumption says you miss your locks. So for those of you guys who don't know, I actually had dreadlocks for 5 years. I'm going to try to put a picture here of when I had dreadlocks. I cut my dreads off at the end of 2018. Yeah, like 2 years and a few months ago. I don't regret it at all. I do sometimes miss my locks, but for the most part, not really. Like I think I like my afro more than I liked my dreadlocks. You have a bubbly personality. I think I do, Mdase. Well, most of the time, I think I have a bubbly personality. You take no nonsense, friendly but very strict. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm like a people pleaser, and like most of the time I'm able to say like exactly what I think, even if it's going to like upset a person. If I think it's important for me to say it, I'll say it. You enjoy finer things in life and you deserve it. I do enjoy the finer things in life, but I do think for the most part I stay in my lane, you know, because there's lots of things that I like that I could buy, but I don't buy them because I feel like it's not my lane yet. Because for example, like I really love a Louis Vuitton handbag, but I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm at a place in my life where I can buy stuff like that, so I just don't buy it. You're very sweet, respectful, and a loving person. I'm so happy I gave off that vibe because that's what I'm trying to be. I think you're a people pleaser. Why, sis? Like, why? I think, to be honest, nothing could be further from the truth. Like, guys, one thing about me, I'm yiki to disappoint people. Obviously, like within reason. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to just disappoint a person unnecessarily. But if a person like does something or says something or wants something that is completely off tune with me, and please, I don't tolerate it. Doesn't get coy. Expensive taste. You, darling, like, you are correct. You are correct. You are kind-hearted. I try to be. I am a sinner, and so I fall short a lot, but I try to be. You don't want kids. What guys, I'm like soccer team inside my house. Like, yeah, I do want children, and I want a lot of children. Like, in my ideal and like perfect world, and if my husband and I could afford it, I'd have like 6 or 7 kids. Like, I kid you not. But still unrealistic. So like I could settle for 4, maybe 5. I could settle for 4 or 5. Yeah, but I definitely want children, a lot of them. You're very optimistic. I think I'm not as optimistic as I would like to be. I do think being optimistic is like a good thing. I strive to be that. I do think I complain a lot though. But even in my complaining, like, I still get things done. Like, for example, I complain to my friend Unamtla almost every day about the fact that I have to work, but I still work because I do what I have to do. All guys in high school used to like you because you were very pretty. Mdase, I I was a bit of an ugly duckling in high school, if I'm quite honest. And like, no, the boys didn't like me in high school. Like, I think I blossomed as I got older. You're a popular person everywhere you go. Not really, to be quite honest, but I do think that I'm likable for the most part. Like, most people I interact with, I think, find me likable. You never swear at people in your heart when you are angry. I have a bit of a potty mouth, which I'm like really ashamed of. You would never know because I've never put it in a vlog, but like people close to me know, like Tebogo knows, my friends know. But I know that like foul language is not right, and it doesn't please or honor the Lord. So I'm working on it. And I think the reason why like my mouth is so foul is because I listen to a lot of rap music. Especially, I listen to like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. I listen to a lot of rap music. So I think I need to like change the music I listen to, and that will help me as well. But yeah, Tebogo absolutely hates it. Like, but I'm working on it because I don't think it pleases the Lord. In fact, I know it doesn't please the Lord. You set very high standards, but Sana, I do think I set very high standards for myself, and a lot of them like, and I do feel like a lot of my goals overwhelm me like quite a lot. You're a very organized person. Not at all, Mdase. Like, not at all. I am the leader of the procrastinators, but I try my best to get stuff done. Like, I really do try my best. I don't always do things according to like a schedule, but you know what, 2021, I'm a new woman. That you wouldn't mind the housewife life and let babe bring the bread. Correct. That's like, that is my dream life. That is my dream life. Like, being a stay-at-home mom and being a homemaker. What a dream. You enjoy filming vlogs more. We enjoy watching them. I'm so glad you enjoy watching them. Yes, I do enjoy filming vlogs more than I enjoy the personal finance content. I do like personal finance content as well, but I prefer vlogs more because like they're easy. Yeah, but I don't have to like put a lot of thought into them. I don't have to script them and whatnot. Whereas with personal finance content, I first have to think about the video, and then I have to like script the video, then I have to film the video, then I have to, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. To edit a vlog probably takes me about 6 to 8 hours, whereas a personal finance video, the whole process from like generating an idea, scripting it, filming, editing, can take me about 12 to 15 hours. So yeah, a bit OCD about being in a clean space. So yes, I do like clean spaces, but I don't think I'm OCD. Maybe Tebogo might disagree, but I really don't think I'm OCD. That you're a hard worker, I think I am, for the most part. Not as hardworking as I would ideally like to be, but I think I am. Classy, lazy. I think if there's two words that I think could describe me, it's probably those two. That you're a prayer warrior, not really, Mdase. I wish I was, to be quite honest, but I'm a bit lazy, so I'm actually not. You have life figured out. Far from it. Uyintombi yasemakhaya, rural, rigid. That is correct. I am a rural girl. I grew up in KZN, Mzimkhulu, in a village called Emagambeni. So if you know in Tsigeni, for example, Emagambeni is like the village right next to it. Most of you guys probably won't know where I'm talking about, but it's basically in the Mzimkhulu like municipality or district. That's where I grew up. I lived there until I was about 7, and then I went and lived in Kokstad for a year. I did grade 1 at Kokstad, and then I moved to Johannesburg when I was 8 to come and live with my mom. And then when I was 15, my stepdad got a job in Cape Town, and so he relocated the whole family to Cape Town, and then I kind of lived in Cape Town from the time I was 15 until I was 26. Yeah, so I went to high school, they went to varsity, they started working in Cape Town, and then I just relocated to Johannesburg like last year. But yeah, I am originally from KZN, Mzimkhulu. Mzimkhulu is like literally right at the border of like KZN and the Eastern Cape. I hope you guys can't hear the rain that much, but yeah, apparently. That you're a Virgo. I don't believe in star signs, Ndase. That you're a snob. I mean, sure. That you're obsessed with Sandton City Mall. Not really. I actually don't really like that mall, guys, because one, it's always so full, and two, there's just too many UCT people. Like every time I go to Sandton City, I bump into somebody from varsity. Like every time. I just go there because it's the mall that's closest to me, so it's like the most convenient. That you're well off or wealthy. This is where Thixo onamandla onke ndicela undipele imali lo sisi ecinga uba ndinayo. Wena ngwele cheche, you can do all things. So le mali abantu abacinga uba ndinayo ndicela undiphe yona. Uphila i-soft life. For the most part, maybe, but if by soft you mean that like I'm happy, taken care of, I have everything that I need, I create beautiful things for myself, then yes, ndipila soft life. But if like by soft you mean like ultra wealthy luxury living, then no, like obviously not. This assumption says that you're 25 years old. I mean, I'm happy I look it, but I'm not 25. I'm actually turning 28 this year. That you are not stingy, especially when it comes to house decor. This is tricky, ne? Because if there's one thing I like to spend my money on, it's like home stuff, like furniture, decor and whatnot. But at the same time, I really don't like spending money. Like, it hurts my feelings. Like, every time I have to swipe for something, regardless of what it is, like, so I don't think I'm stingy, but I don't like spending money, if that makes sense. That you're attached to your natural hair, I think so. I think I am attached to my natural hair, guys. I love my hair so much. Like, I love my hair so much. So much. You're organized, well-informed, and very articulate. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm not organized. I think I'm well-informed on certain things. On some, not at all. Like all of us, basically. And very articulate. Thank you, darling. That you're rich. Again, Bao, I receive this money that people think I have. You hardly get upset. That's not true. Emma will tell you. That's not true. I get upset often. And like I cry very easily. And my, like, you know, that's me. You're very conservative. I think so. I think I am. Probably not as conservative as I could be, or yeah, but I think I am. Your husband is your savior. He's making you to be Zizi. What does this mean? Your husband is your savior. He is making you to be Zizi. You do know that, like, I've lived 27 years in this world without a husband, right? And I was living for 19 years of my life before I ever met this man. I mean, like, yes, is my husband like a hero in my life? 100%. Or fiance right now while I'm filming this video. But I wouldn't say that like he's my savior. And he's making you to be Zizi. But as in, do you mean like I'm finding my identity in my spouse? Sounds a little toxic. Finding your identity in your spouse is probably not a good idea, because his spouse is there to us sinners, and they are going to disappoint us just like we disappoint them. I would never be trying to find my identity in my spouse. Anyways, this assumption says currently living your best life. I think so. I think that, like, yeah, I think so. I'm very happy like where I am in my life right now. I really think that moving to Johannesburg has just been like I'm literally living my best life at this moment. And now you're and I like your aura. Oh, thank you, Mdase. Okay, now let's do the Q&A. Let's do the Q&A. Hey Z, how did you and your fiance meet? So we met on my very first day in varsity back in 2012. It was my first day at varsity, and he was doing his 4th year. Yeah, I think he was doing his 4th year, and he was my orientation leader. That's how we met. Where are you originally from? Where did you grow up? I love your content so much. Thank you. I grew up initially in KZN, Mzimkhulu, and then in Johannesburg, and then in Cape Town. Are you excited about the new phase of life, and how did you know he was the one? I'm so excited to be getting married. Like, Like, I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. How did I know he was the one? Like, I don't think there's like one specific answer to this question, or like there was like one specific moment. I think it was just like something that built up over the years. Yeah, but I saw Ukuthi, this man genuinely loves the Lord, that he genuinely wants to be a husband and a father. He took care of me, made me feel safe and protected. He took his like responsibility as a leader very seriously. Yeah, and I guess like all of those things over the years building up, and the fact that like we're just really like great friends, like we get along very well. I think those are kind of the things that made me feel like, okay, I actually want to be with this person long term. What is your hair maintenance routine? I actually don't have a routine right now. I try to wash my hair once a week basically. I either shampoo or I just co-wash, and then I deep condition, and then I do the lock method. Just basically those 3 steps: wash, deep condition, do the lock method. Oh, and detangle. I try to do it every week. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, but I try to do it every week. How long have you and your fiance been together? 4 years. This question says, what did you study? So I studied 2 things. My first degree was a Bachelor of Commerce in Economics and Statistics. I studied this at UCT. And then my second qualification was a postgraduate diploma in Development Finance, and I did this at the Stellenbosch University's Business School. What are you most passionate about? I'd say 2 main things. I'm passionate about homemaking. Like, I want to be a wife and a mom with everything that is like within my soul, and I want to like nurture a family, provide hospitality and care and nurture, and like take care of the physiological and emotional and spiritual needs of my children and my husband. And then secondly, I'm passionate about financial inclusion. So financial inclusion both in the form of financial education, especially for Black people. So financial inclusion both in the form of financial education, but also the easily accessible and affordable access to basic financial services. I think those are the 2 things I'm most passionate about. What job are you doing, and did you study accounting in school? No, I didn't study accounting, but I've mentioned what I studied, and I currently work as an investment and research analyst in an asset management firm. Hi, how did you know that you were ready to get married? I don't think there's like a specific answer to this one either. Hey, like I just knew that I wanted to be with this person, and we were grown, and we were just at a place where, you know what, we could start our lives together, and so we decided that we were going to get married. How long did you and hubby date before lobola? 4 years. Also, are you in your dream career? Am I in my dream career? No, I'm not. What do you use for your face? I use a cleanser and a moisturizer by Eucerin, and then I use a sunscreen by, oh gosh, what's the name of the sunscreen that I use? I forgot the brand, but yeah, I basically use that. I do need to start investing a little bit more though into my sunscreen with serums and stuff. I'm gonna start that soon enough, but yeah, right now that's all I use. Yeah, but right now that's all I use. I use a Eucerin cleanser and a moisturizer, and I use sunscreen, and that's it. I do think that like a large part of the good skin that I have is due to genetics. It is like obviously because I look after my skin, and also I think that when I eat better, my skin also looks better. But I think it's mainly genetics, because I've never really struggled with anything except for like hyperpigmentation. What do you admire most about yourself? I definitely think I'm a go-getter. Like, I think that when I want stuff and I'm able to identify, oh, you know what, ndiyayifuna lanto, I actually like put action into making it happen. So for example, sorry about that guys, like I have to film this video today, so I'm sorry about the noise. So for example, when I wanted to change jobs when I was a coronation, I really wanted a job that was like much more challenging. I went for it. When I wanted to study, I went for it. When I wanted to move to Johannesburg, I got myself a job in Joburg. Like when I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I bought a camera, I bought a computer, and I started my YouTube channel. Like I genuinely, like once I've decided one day I do go for it. Yeah, I admire that about myself. Any advice for students who just graduated? Be patient. That's it. Be patient, be patient, be patient. with your finances. Eventually you will buy the stuff that you want to buy. Don't fall into the trap of buying things that are beyond your financial means at this moment. They will come, like they really will come. Just be patient, stay in your financial lane. What scares you the most about marriage, and what do you look forward to the most? What scares me the most about marriage? I think maybe not getting along with my in-laws. Yeah, I think that really scares me, because like I think that can really like cause problems. And also like I want to have a relationship with like my squeezer and my mama-in-law and like my extended family in-law. And then what am I looking forward to the most? I think living with Tebogo is like one of the things I'm looking forward to the most. Like never having to like say goodbye to each other at the end of the night. What is the hardest thing about planning a wedding? Sure, I'd say putting together a guest list that satisfies both you and your budget and your parents. And secondly, the finances. Those are the two hardest things about a wedding. When did you decide you were ready to get married? When? I think I've been ready to get married like probably for the past 2 or 3 years, I'd say. How's the lockdown treating your emotional health? Are you good? Thanks for asking, Mdase. For the most part, I'm good. Like, I'm a homebody. I enjoy being at home 7 days a week. And I think the one positive thing that this time has brought me personally is the ability to work from home. I think I thrive so much more when I'm at home. I think I'm so much more happy. I'm so much more at peace. I don't have as much anxiety. Like I'm happy. Do you enjoy your job and working at home? Did you say you did say you enjoyed in one of your vlogs? I do enjoy my job. Sometimes I don't. Like, it's a job, guys. Like, it's the nature of it. And do I enjoy working at home? I love working at home. Like, if I could have a job that would let me work at home for the rest of my life, even if it's not like completely at home like 100%, like even if I could just work at home like a few days a week, I'd be the happiest girl in Mzansi. Like, the happiest girl. I love your friendship with Unamhla, true definition of sisterhood. Please feature her more. Oh, thank you. I love that girl so much. Like, Unamhla, what guys in my life. Like, truly, I love that girl so much. Like, I always say to her, Uti, Lena, like that, like we're so attached to each other. You would swear uba like siajola. You know what I mean? You would swear Uti, like she's my soulmate. I love her so much. How did you survive celibacy in your relationship? So when we were in a long distance relationship, it wasn't that hard because we barely saw each other. But now that like we both live in Johannesburg and we spend so much time together, it's hard, and that's it. Like, because even me, I want those things. But I think it really helps that Tebogo and I are like on the same page. And I think Tebogo has like an extraordinary level of self-control. Like, yeah. What keeps you going when you're feeling down? In terms of work, the fact that I don't want to get fired and the fact that I have to pay my bills, and then other things in my life kind of fall apart when I'm feeling down. The only thing that still like functions is like work. Yeah, when I'm feeling down, I just kind of like curl up in my bed, basically. I must say you have a beautiful spirit. What made you start YouTube? Thank you. Two things I think I'd say made me start YouTube. One, I needed like a creative outlet. That's why I needed a creative outlet. And two, so the reason why I first started my YouTube channel like ever was because I wanted to share my weight loss journey, which was not very successful at the beginning because I was just in a very bad space. Which is another reason why I needed like the creative outlet, because I was in such a bad place in my life when I started like my YouTube channel. I think I started in July, not this channel, like my other channel. I'll link it in the description box. I started that channel in July 2019 and I was the saddest girl in the world when I started that channel, and I just needed something that would like take my mind off work and like in basically. How do you manage everything? YouTube, work, wedding planning, and most importantly yourself? I don't manage it, I just kind of wing it. I always say to my friends, I constantly feel like I'm running around like a headless chicken, because that's genuinely like how my days go. I run around like a headless chicken. I don't know if this is relevant, but can I ask, would you recommend a BCom degree? 100%. I would, but it depends what you want to do. Like it depends what you want to do with it. Depends what you want to do with it. What is your fondest childhood memory? I think living with my grandmother and just like having the love and affection of Gogo. She's no longer with us, but yeah, that's my fondest childhood memory. When is your wedding happening and will you be sharing it? It was supposed to be happening on the 26th of Feb, but it has been postponed. Please watch this video here that talks about that. But I am still getting married next month. We haven't like confirmed a date, but I am still getting married next month, but we've just postponed the wedding because of COVID. What's the one thing you've learned about love? Sure. I've learned that love sometimes requires you to do things that you don't want to do. And you gotta do them and not complain. And secondly, that love requires forgiveness and also the humility to say I'm sorry. Definitely. Okay, this question says, how does it feel finally marrying the love of your life? Love your bubbly personality and your beautiful self. Thank you, sis. I'm so happy. Like that's literally all I can say. I'm happy and I'm thankful and I'm excited. Also, okay, this one says, also I saw some other time you were asking about contraceptives, which one would you consider to be the best? So I actually went to go see the gynae and she recommended the Kyleena IUD, and the Kyleena is basically like the little sister of the Mirena, so it's got like less hormones and I think it's even smaller. I'm still thinking about it, but yeah, I'm probably gonna go with that. If not, I'm gonna go with the copper IUD, one of those two. I just haven't decided, and yes, I actually need to decide quickly because my wedding is literally like around the corner, or like at least I'm getting married around the corner. When did you get your first job? You're saying beware to sometimes I feel like breaking down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm assuming this is coming from somebody who's like an unemployed grad. I got my first job at the end of 2016. I finished my degree at the end of 2015 and I got my first job in October 2016. So it took me about 10 months to find a job. I will maybe make some content actually on this, but Ndase, may the Lord like give you strength and peace during this time, because I do understand how difficult this phase of your life might be. And also ungaphela amandla, like continue to apply for jobs. Trust me, like you will get one. Biggest achievement or regret? I'd say my biggest regret was staying in Cape Town for a boyfriend. I deeply regret it. I think that I held myself back so much because like career-wise and financially because of that decision. And then my biggest achievement, I'd say, are my degrees, like my qualifications. And then this last question says, how have you built your confidence over the years? Also, you're so well spoken. Thank you. With my confidence, I think it's just something that's gotten better with time. I do think having a mom who like affirmed me quite a lot as a child did wonders for my confidence. Like Mama affirmed me so much, especially when I was a teenager. Like she affirmed my beauty, she affirmed my intellect, and she just like affirmed my value in the world. She helped me to like build a pretty good self-esteem. So I definitely think that having a mom that like put so much into me really helped with my confidence. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I did all of the assumptions that I felt like I could do. With the questions though, I didn't do all of them because there was just too many. I got tired. So I will do more Q&A videos in the future, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a very big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It is free, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.